Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. The Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a... He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Back to pass on second down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking left. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Hokies will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. First and goal for the offense. quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow start.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Notre
just keeps moving.
Returner is tackled down at the 15. And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over first and 10.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas, turning it on. He's inside the 40, the 20, past the into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They want to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz?
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the ref. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. They are forced to settle for the field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to swing it on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Hokies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Wideout trying to get it in. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff from the gun. And some room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you've got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged.
Makes the grab deep. Flying down the left side. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback. Receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive with a pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He slings it deep to the left. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down in the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
Nowhere to go, and the ball was loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback adapted. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Clemson! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is looking for a deep man. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back on the option to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Croman home. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Quick step and go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage, joining the likes of Clemson legends Sammy Watkins and Mike Williams.
And when you think of those guys, you think of big plays. I mean, guys that could hit.
He's trying to get it in. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Middle Tennessee. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds a man on the left. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come.
Gonna take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's dragged down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Now on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how...
He lets it fly. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. All kinds of room to the right. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having